This is episode 3 of our one take challenge. I'm so excited that you guys are into this and still sending in your videos. Let's go!
一首孤独娱乐。
What did he say? The name of the song?
Yeah, the name of the song, 孤独娱乐.
Okay.
我拿手孤独娱乐。
But I just love that we're seeing his living room. Like, I love it. Nice.
It's a JJ song.
Yay!
I just looked it up.
天闷了，云混了，半冷半热，风念了，雨哭了，半泪半渴，我听见了。
I think he's inspired by JJ.
It is a JJ song.
But I think he's inspired by JJ's stylization.
That too, yes.
Like, I could easily say, like, oh, I think he's inspired by Michael Jackson. But I think he's inspired by JJ.
痛恨快乐，为什么你无视坎坷？心堵了，人倒了，地球喊着，分类的、无解的，再难盲盒，光虽无形。
I'm impressed.
脉搏记得你来的正好，正好见证了。 我拿孤独当娱乐，缓慢苦涩，瞧着几年的半好半恶，半张脸就活着。我拿手孤独娱乐，可是
Okay, we got a little pitch thing going on, but overall, this is this singer is doing a really good job of switching between registers, like very, very fluidly. There's something that I'll wait for it to talk about again so I can give him something to think about, but I think, like, pretty good job.
将那以前忽略的静好模式啊，一瞬间真的成为以前了。 成为隐形的
I'm gonna be harsh for a second, and I'm gonna be harsh because I think that this singer has a good foundation. So I'm gonna say this because I know you can do better. I think you did a really good job with this, but I think that you could hold yourself to a higher standard of accuracy. Is that fair? Yeah? So again, I wouldn't say that if you were a lesser singer, because telling someone who can't hear in order to correct themselves is not a helpful thing. So I am saying it to you because the beginning of the song was really quite accurate. So this is a one-take challenge, so we know you didn't cheat or punch. I appreciate that. But I think that last section we just heard, which is what, the chorus probably?
Yeah.
Probably. I think you could just more discipline and just more careful. Just, But this tone is great. Okay. So if you listen to this last phrase, this is very, very subtle. I wouldn't say that that he is a terribly H-y or push-pulley singer, but I'm going to point out, here's one example. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if you want to call that a push or an H, but I would prefer ooh, where everything has the same weight.
Yes.
That's very fixable by you, singer, if you're listening to me. What you want to think about is singing straight through a line. That's a very vocal coachy thing to say. I'm not sure how helpful that would be, but I want you to make sure that every note has the same weight, the same velocity. So there's nothing poking out. Ooh, keep everything weighted the same.
再不见了
I hear JJ so much in here. It's great. record. People should steal from the artists they love. And I know the word steal is a little bit jarring to hear, but you should. That's how you develop your own style. That's how, it's never going to actually sound just like that artist. It's always going to be filtered through you. So I say bravo. Wonderful job emulating and weaving it into your own artistry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah， 苦行僧和初学者都不懂得谜语所。
This is a bit push-pully, this section. Even the yeah, I would like to hear that clean up too. I'm going to listen one more time and demonstrate it, just so you can hear the difference. Sorry, it's a slow rewind button. I think I missed it. Sorry.
I hear that, yeah. I hear the push pull.
Well, and he's got so much great foundation going on. That would be his next goal, is to evening out those.
It's a very common issue.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's not an East-West thing. It's just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm exaggerating, of course, compared to what he did, but I'm going to do that again. Yeah. So if I was to show you my energy, it would look like this. Yeah. What we want to see is yeah. We want more of a through line in there.
苦行僧和初学者都不懂得谜语所。
That last chunk, I'd like to see you open your mouth more, and it will be more in tune, and it will come out easier.
你已经中被一声泪捣碎了，笑了。我知道世界蛮黑的，但是浮上听见的也是我。不流泪，不后退，不狼狈，不认命。
What is boo?
No. It means no.
Like no.
Just basically.
Negative.
Yeah,
the negative.
我拿孤独当娱乐，简单独特。等过几年把风痴点着黑跟白烟河，我拿着孤独娱乐，无奈没辙，到记忆底层无语潜伏吧，其他不说了，痛并令快乐，痛心等快乐。
Great job. Thank you so much for sending this in. Okay, great work. So what I would leave you with is you are off to a great start. I don't know where you're at on your musical journey, but I would say that I think you could send another one. I wouldn't mind to see him again. But what I would suggest is what you need to work on is listening really, really carefully, especially to the bigger, bolder parts in the song, and listen in a way for the relationship between it and talking, yelling. When we raise our voice, right, if I'm going to say, you need to come down for dinner, I won't say, you need to come down for dinner, right? There's never any jammy energies. So everything needs to stay a little bit more fluid, and you need to drop your jaw, or rather open your mouth more, especially on the high stuff. When things are really high, some people's tendency is to want to close the mouth because we think, oh, it's getting really loud, so we want to be tight. But your better solution, you're using a mic, so you want to open your mouth, drop your jaw, be really expressive. Think about, again, what if I was to yell, you gotta come down for dinner, that's really weird, right? Our body's urge is to be heard, right? The fight or flight, it tells our body autonomically that it should open our mouth, but you're resisting that. I want you to stop resisting that. Yeah, and you will just back away from the mic. You'll just back away from the mic. And also you will learn to flex some other muscles to kind of compress that sound in. You don't want to use your mouth, your chamber to compress it. So yeah, that's your stuff. Work on being a little bit more fluid and pitch. Just a little bit more pitch accuracy and open your mouth. But I thought this was great. Does anybody have anything to say? I thought you did great.
I thought you did great. Yeah, great.
Very good.
Good job.
谁还记得是谁先说永远的爱我？以前的一句话是我们以后的伤口，过了太久没人记得当初那些温柔。我和你手牵手，说要一起走到最后。
I think this is a beautiful start. You can correct me how you want to respond to this, but it's kind of tricky because obviously you're recording this on your cell phone, which is great. And I know it seems like using a microphone would be the solution, but sometimes it isn't always a solution. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it almost gets peaky. Like it can be too loud and peak.
Definitely.
It's fine though, but I'm just saying to whoever else might want to send in a video, you don't always necessarily need a mic. If you're going to kind of just sing into your phone, you might do better without. But anyway, this singer is off to a great start.
我们都忘了这条路走了多久，心中是清楚的，有一天都会停的，让时间说真话。虽然我也害怕，在天黑了以后，我们都不知道会不会有以后。谁还记得是谁先说永远的爱？
Pretty beautiful job in that upper mixy stuff. Your pitch accuracy is quite good. I really like your vibrato as well.
以前的一句话是我们以后的伤口，过了太久没人记得当初那些温柔，我和你手牵手。
I feel like there was a little bit of instability in that section, possibly because, I could be wrong, but it seemed like you might have been resisting fully leaning into the mix, and that made it a little bit pitchy. No? Did I sense that wrong?
It's not just that. I just feel like I think it has something to do with the experience. She's holding a mic. She's not really controlling the mic, right? So she's like really up close, and
I know.
I hear a lot of noise in the room. Actually, I do.
I know. I'm like, maybe there's a dog wandering around, possibly.
Or a kid.
A chicken or a kid, yeah. Yeah, but just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
说要一起走到最后。
I want to say one more thing about mic control. So there's a very funny experience, a cycle that can sometimes happen. I haven't really been watching her mic control, but that's a good observation. But what can happen is if you don't have mic control, which ultimately that means you're not pulling the mic away when you're being loud, what can happen is the feedback your ear is getting is like, oh, it's loud, or oh, it's out of tune, or oh, it's whatever. And that causes you to be careful or restrain, and then there's just this cycle that keeps going. So it will serve not only the audience But if when you get loud or high, which is usually the same thing, you pull away a little bit and you'll get a better feedback cycle happening for your ear.
"我们都累了，却没办法往回走，两颗心都迷惑，怎么说都没有救。亲爱的，为什么？也许你也不懂，两个相爱的人等着对方先说想分开的理由。谁还记得？
Yeah, I probably would have pulled the mic away myself there a
It's
little
very
bit.
seldomly when singer just plays it there like fixed.
Yeah.
You're not using a mic stand. You're using your handheld.
But even if you are using a mic stand, you then step away
Yeah,
from
exactly,
the mic.
exactly.
Yeah. So maybe that's just, I don't know. Hopefully that's helpful feedback for this singer, because you're just going to make a better experience for yourself and your audience. I remember playing a show one time and I was like super into the performance and I was really enjoying myself, and I got off the stage and I was like, Mom and Dad, like, did you love it? And they were like, oh God, it was so loud. We were kind of covering our ears the whole time. We kind of hated it. But my monitor was set nicely. So I was using mic control as my monitor dictated. But this is just to say that you're talking about two different experiences. One is yours as the performer, and you're affecting how the choices you're going to make, how loud you are, how much you're going to lean in, etc., energy. But also us as listeners, we are having our own experience that will be dictated by those choices too. The microphone is an extension of you. It's a tool. It's a tool.
爱情开始变化的时候，我和你的眼中看见了不同的天空，走得太远，终于走到分岔路的路口。
But I think she's doing a really nice job in that upper stuff.
I'm hearing a lot of clicks and pops in the audio, so maybe it's a good reminder to, I don't know, for anyone who is submitting again in the future to watch for those things. I think this is...
What do you mean? Like just sound in the room?
It's got artifacts. No, I'm not talking about vocal artifacts like on the editing. I'm talking about just this whole video, the sound quality of the video.
Yeah, I mean, it's just her with her phone recording in a room.
It's peaking.
But
It's peaking.
it is peaking. So I guess, I hope what you guys are understanding from what he's saying, or what I want you to understand, is not that you have to have professional gear. It's that sometimes quieter, I know this is so hard, but quieter is often a better, more accurate experience. So it's a tough one because it's fun to be loud, but yeah, could turn it down a bit.
是不是你和我要有两个相反的梦？
Good job, nice agility.
谁还记得是谁先说永远的爱我？
Does she have a bird, maybe? A pet?
以前的一句话是我们以后的伤口，过了太久没人记得当初那些温柔。我和你手牵手，说要一起走到最后。我和你手牵手，说要一起走到最后。
Okay. Great job. The room is a bit loud.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. But for you, I think this was a great performance. We already talked about the mic stuff. You could explore that. On top of that, I think you have great. Your agility is sounding good, but I think you could level up on your agility. I think you could tighten up the little riffs and runs. But you did really well. I think you have quite a strong sense of how to mix. I don't think you shy away from it, which is really great. If you ever submit another video, I think you should try something even bigger, like full out belt. I don't think we heard you belt in this. We just kind of heard you lift into it.
Not with that equipment. She can't.
Jay!
She can't.
Enough! She can. She can. She can. Also, I think that your vibrato is quite nice. Yeah. I quite like where it's at. It's nice and thin and a nice speed, but I will be extra complainy and say that I think you could be a little bit more consistent and in control of it. I think right now you're one of those people that it comes quite natural to, so it's kind of falling out of you from time to time exactly nicely, and then sometimes, particularly at the very end and then a few other phrases, it kind of cut out on you or it didn't quite happen the way I think you might have wanted to or intended for it to. So just a little bit more care, a little bit more attention to your vibrato, and make sure you know that you are in control of it. It's really lovely what you're doing, but I think you could be more consistent. But I thought you did a really good job, so bravo to you. Yes, he's complaining about the sound quality, but I thought you did great. Next time you might want to try it without a mic or turn the mic down. And also, a little bit of mic control. Really, and by the way, all that comes down to when people talk about mic control, it really just comes down to leaning in when it's quiet or low, which is usually the same thing, and pulling away when it's high or loud. But knowing, and you know, you can use a combination of that to give us different vibes, give us different feels. And you also need to get used to how close and how far, because you can do too much. So work on that, but great work. Next.
Yes.
So actually, I'm curious to hear your opinion on breathing, because were you distracted at all by the breathing?
No. Why did you think she was breathing into the mic?
It was quite loud. Did you notice it? Because I noticed it, and I was just wondering if you did.
That again is mic control. That has something to do with mic control.
It would, but we live in Billie Eilish's world right now. And I think hearing the breath can be quite lovely, quite intimate. But if you found it distracting, you have every right to find it distracting.
That's a taste
I'm a
thing.
That's a
heavy
taste
breather too.
Yeah.
But I've received that feedback from people.
Exactly. That's a taste thing, and also it's culturally, like, you know, Jerry Lin Zixuan, Jerry Lin, like he's well known for not showing his breathing, right?
Yeah.
He's
it's almost like.
But it has something to do with mic control too. He's not. If he's always holding it up close, he will show. It's a taste thing.
It is a taste thing. So I was perfectly fine with what she did, and I would also say to you, I know I get to sound off and weigh in on everything on this show, but I will also say that when you put someone in the seat of critiquing, sometimes they don't know what to say, so they will say some shit. So that can result sometimes in...
I bet 7 out of 10 vocal coaches in China would actually point it out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're breathing.
So cultural.
That could be a taste thing, and
Yeah, cultural taste. I mean, I think it's emotive. I think it can actually play a positive role. It can go too far for sure, but I didn't think this went too far for me.
Okay.
But good question.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh.
Hey, slippery, agility, nice.
I know that you've been calling me, and I'm happy that we met. Don't think that I'm not interested. I'm just trying hard to get so much about this crazy game they call love. I'm just trying to understand. So could you be my best friend? Before you call yourself my man, why can't I love you?
This is obviously a female song, hey? Whose song is this?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm talking to you, singer. You have definitely listened to a good deal of R&B, particularly, I would guess, Western R&B. This is an English song. Great job. So some pentatonic riff action. They're nice and greasy, nice and slippery. Your phrase endings, I'm being picky. Your phrase endings could use a little bit more support, which will help the accuracy, but good job.
In slow motion, take my time. Take away the pressure on my mind. Really get to know you, but
I also want to say this is a really beautiful tone.
And also with mic control.
Yay!
Pulling away every line and back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The thing though is he is wearing headphones, whereas the last singer wasn't. And when you're wearing headphones, it's a more direct feedback.
Right.
So you actually, I mean, if it's turned up loud enough, you can actually, you're like, you kind of want to pull away.
Do you guys hear the mouth sound?
I like mouth sound though.
Yeah, me too.
I like mouth sound.
It sounds.
rewind. I wanna love you in slow motion. Why can't I? You seem to know just what you want.
Okay, you guys are gonna yell at me for this, but I'm just gonna use it as an example. The last phrase he sung, I'm rewinding it right now, he does put it into his mask a little bit. Now, to be very clear, I'm not saying that this gentleman is a nasal singer, because he isn't, but this is an example of a more masky placement. Okay, here it is.
You seem to know just what you want, and I like your confidence.
Hey!
Some things suckers should never rush, 'cause if you
Just a second.
should never rush, 'cause if you
Editing?
Yeah, the lips don't match there. I was wondering.
What is it?
Well, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna listen one more time, and I'm gonna keep going.
More?
Yeah. But I have heard some pitch deviation, so I don't.
suckers should never rush, 'cause if you do,
I think he might have just edited a video together or something. Like he might have just edited two. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going.
Or punched?
Or punched.
Because that sound, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is edited, I'm a little bit disappointed because he's obviously capable.
He's super capable.
Even if it is edited, like, you can't edit someone to this level.
I know it's just like the rules to our thing.
I know,
but
yeah.
I feel that
should never rush, 'cause if you do, you hurt your
okay, I'm just gonna move on. So the word "do" is also now that I'm listening more and more, you are gonna want to be careful of your vowels. Oo and e in English. Oo and e are the most occluded or tight vowels. Oo and e. So those are the vowels where you're going to want to figure out how to make a little bit more space. Relax your tongue in kind of the chamber of your mouth, or else we get do instead of do. Do. Just a little more relaxation in the tongue.
touch, 'cause if you do, you hurt
Do is a high tongue.
yourself. So
This is just slightly flat through that phrase, right?
There are pitch deviations.
Yep,
I do
yeah.
hear pitch deviations.
Yep. Don't focus on
I
it.
don't get it.
Don't focus on it.
so much about this crazy game they call love. I'm just trying to understand.
Oh, Oh, buddy. Wow. Nice greasy riffs, really R&B inspired riffs. These intervals are above and beyond your average pop riffs. These are very R&B.
I'm just trying to understand. So could you be my best friend before you call yourself my man? Why can't I love you in slow motion? Take
You good?
Yeah.
my time. Take away the pressure on my mind.
Y'all, we see everything.
We see everything.
We hear everything. We know everything. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I really get to know you, but
It's a much better ooh. Much better ooh vowel. You can hear the sound resonating in the chamber of his mouth because his tongue got out of the way. Listen to it on the word to here.
really get to know you. But rewind, I wanna love you in slow motion. Why can't I? I'm too young for this in the night, and this too soon for this to be right. Don't wanna match with your pride. The question's not a win, but why can't I love you in slow motion? Take my time.
Time. Nice. Nice.
Take away the pressure on my mind. Really get to know you, but rewind. I wanna love you in slow motion. Why can't I? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Karina Passian. I don't know this singer.
The original singer?
Yeah, I don't know it. Yeah, great work. Great work.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm a
He
little...
obviously left a lot of pitch deviations in the song. It's not perfect.
Yeah, well, again, I'm going to leave that and just remind everybody that we hear everything and see everything. But anyway, I would say that your phrase ends need a little bit more TLC. You are pulling, I guess mic control is the theme today. You're pulling the mic away pretty frequently and pretty drastically. And I think that is also affecting your phrase ends because, you know, our body, our voice, our brain, and everything is quite connected. So that you're totally allowed to do crisp motions, but you might just want to look at it because I just want you to look at phrase endings. And you're pulling the mic away often at phrase endings. I guess just pitch accuracy. And even though your riffs are incredible, great ear, you know, you could always dial them in a little bit more. But again, great work on those. The other thing I mentioned was sometimes your tongue is can get a little high sometimes. But great job on English. I'm going to assume that it's not your first language. Maybe you speak it frequently. I don't know. But either way, great work. I'm going to leave it there.
That's the girl from episode 1.
Okay.
The long-ass intro again.
Is it? Did she just middle finger us?
Not intentionally, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Just adjusting sunglasses.
Okay.
你要飞去哪？想家的海
right. Her voice is lovely.
Yeah.
如尘埃漂流在日中，可看见灯塔流浪的孩子啊，又梦见蓝色的家。阳光是开的花，海冬湮灭了牵挂。
Okay. Forgive me to just do a little bit of housekeeping. You probably want to avoid using the microphone in the headset. You would be better off just singing out in the air most of the time. You'd be surprised how good the iPhone mic actually is. And this is kind of a tricky mix because we're hearing the track through, I don't know, like a DAW or whatever. Like we're hearing the track isolated, if you will, and then you singing through this teeny tiny mic. So it might be better if just the track was playing out loud and you were just singing out loud. But anyway, that's just housekeeping.
指尖上，传说有一个地方，孩子站在大地上，我早见过春秋冬夏，灯塔尽头是故乡。
I like the airy, wispy phrase endings, and I like how she puts her vibrato in that airy, wispy place. Do you guys have any thoughts on her?
It's obviously not as perfect as the first one we
Yeah.
saw. Like,
It's kind of funny. I feel like we've gone like too far to both ends. The first one was, too
way too edited. Now it's like.
Yeah, I can't quite. To be honest, that mic again. I know those mics are quite shitty, but also she's holding it a bit too close to her mouth. And I don't know if she is able to monitor herself. I'm gonna guess that she can't probably hear herself because you need some software to do that. So she can't hear whether she's too loud or not. So yeah, but you know what? We're all kind of learning as we go here. So, but I think her voice is pretty and floaty and lovely, and I hear her doing some agility things that seem pretty accurate. I guess maybe the track is too loud too. Don't turn it down too much because I gotta hear her. Nice. I want to point out that if you listen to the very end of that phrase, she has a few turns of vibrato, and that's pretty, right? Is that what it was? A G? It can be getting up into your higher notes. It can get harder to kind of spin the vibrato, and she does a really good job. You hear that? It's really lovely. Yeah, but just a thought for her to try. You might want to open your mouth a little bit. We'll get a little bit, hear the chamber of your mouth a little bit more. Did she just write something on the screen? It was like a little symbol for a sec. I think she's frustrated.
眼泪不说谎，想家的孩子啊。
How do you say this line?
什么想家的孩子啊？
Could you sing it?
想家的孩子啊。
I see.
孤单游走在星河，要飞过月亮。
I think that's beautiful. It's part of her personal style, maybe, or I don't know if it's part of the song, but I like it.
流浪的孩子啊，
What is this last word?
流浪的孩子啊。子啊。
Okay, so that's a bit of a heavy, like H-y last syllable.
子啊。
Yeah. So you could try it like that, where you take that h or that heaviness out of that last syllable.
孩子啊，
La, ha. I would do la. Maybe? Does that work? No?
I don't hear H. She's like she just did it a little bit more.
I don't think so. I hear wind. I hear a little heaviness. Listen one more time. It's very subtle. I mean,
流浪的孩子啊，
it's just a little heavier.
Maybe a little bit.
It's a little heavier. Yeah.
看见蓝色的家，望过盛开的花，开动湮灭了伤疤。
Pretty accurate. Moving through these phrases. Yeah.
光念指尖上，不怕追着光出发。
That's a nice. Or what is that? What it is?
Yeah.
It's nice. It's really nice. She's pretty darn accurate.
着光出发，一起写雨的密码，心像绿水送我回家。光的名字叫故乡。哪一个地方？那是妈妈放的歌，请陪我到声场，随歌声回家。
That's pretty high.
That's pretty high.
Yep. Great work. She seems disappointed. No, great work. I thought you did really, really well. I think if I had to guess, because each of us singers or artists all have a thing that we know is our superpower. And I'm going to guess for you, it's those beautiful high notes, beautiful floaty, lilting high notes. And I think you're singing them really, really beautifully. I can see why you chose this song, why you enjoy singing this song. And there's no need for you to be disappointed with this performance. I thought you did really, really well. To be honest, as far as this song goes, I don't know that I have any complaints. The only thing I could... do you? Does anybody have any thoughts?
No, I think she did really well. It's the production level.
I know, but you can't complain. You can't complain.
I know.
But you know what? I think feel free to send another one. And I would ask two things you could try. One, I would change up. Not because it's so bad, but I think you could change it up in that don't use that whole mic thing.
Yeah.
By the way, someone could go to a studio. All that we would ask is that they hit record and hit stop.
Yeah.
And if they want to put some reverb on it, cool. All we ask is for no
Editing.
No editing and pitch correction. So you could go back, any of you can go to the studio. You just have to tell them, please record my voice and give me the raw stem. That's it. Put some reverb. That's it. They can mix it. But anyway, my challenge to you would be to potentially switch up the production to something where we could hear you better, not that little mic. But I don't know if this takes away your superpower or not, but you could show me if you wanted, show us something that was not in that beautiful high lilty thing. Like, I thought you were very successful. So that makes me curious what we would get if you did something that was more in like that more talky, chesty place. But that might not be your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this might be the style that she specializes in. Like this might be her jam. But that would be my curiosity, would be to hear something that sat more where you spoke and subsequently where you yell, a little bit more leaning into the thicker stuff. But that might not be your thing. It's not everybody's thing. Some singers would really struggle to do what you did for us today. And by the way, the pitch accuracy of those high notes, chef's kiss. Great work.
Yeah.
It's Ghost song. Like,
Oh, really?
Ghost Huang was the original singer of this song.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
B6.
Great work, though. Hey!
Figo.
Nice! Thanks for sending another one. He's so cute.
父亲告诉我要磨练出锋利的牙。
Wait, what did I ask of him?
You ask him to do something
Up
playful.
tempo and playful. Hey!
就必须努力争气。让我马上去和无罪大战几百。
I love that we can hear the room.
Yeah.
I can hear the room. I love that.
还会电动游戏，不管一切活下去，换一张笑脸，剔牙膏代言，怪不得世界对我。
Do you hear how we can hear his breath, but it's like fun and vibey?
Yeah, I like it.
So good.
有爱有恨，有人骂我插科打诨，吃掉汉图生什么不？
Is this his? This feels like
it's a cover.
well, so to me, there's like, I don't know if this makes sense to you guys that I would say that this is jazz inspired because I don't know that the song is jazz inspired, but vocally, he is being more playful. There's kind of some pitch bends and like some slides and fun stuff.
So dangerous， 谁不需要守护的神 ？Care for us， 给我一个吻。
Whoa, nice.
伴随着的水和口水，化着水，否不多才如此。
Scat, that's full out scat. This is so jazz inspired.
Yes.
Right.
一生。
Does he live in China?
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
看我示范如何乘着幸福血雨锻炼前锯肌过来，所有脊椎动物跟我唱首出道曲，虽未冲击，不管一切活下去，搞一场直播，对素食火锅。
Sorry, you said it's a cover?
It's a cover song, yeah.
Do you know it?
No, it's not a famous song. It's not.
怪不得世界对我有爱有恨。
Like, I'm just wondering if he's twisted it much, or if this is like what it is.
Makes me wonder too. I don't know.
有人在我的一公分吃掉，还多生什么不可能 ？So dangerous， 谁不需要守护的神 ？Care for us， 给我一个吻 ，dangerous， 伴随着的水和口水，化着水，否不多才如此一生。
It's so musician-y.
Right?
It's so musician-y. When I was playing with some musicians in New York, the piano player, it was kind of like a band situation, and the piano player like keeps a metronome with his mouth.
Yeah.
And it's just musicians are so cool. I think he likes jazz.
Dangerous， 谁不需要守护的神 ？Care for us， find me another way。Dangerous， 伴随着的水和口水，化着水，否不多才如此一生。一遍 点，就像电锯人，让时间酸甜的、苦辣的、腥臭的，怎么可能让我失态？怎么
Love his vibrato there. Love his.
可能？
That was juicy, gritty, juicy.
Was that a
It's an F.
F5?
Yeah. Hey, great work. Thank you. Thanks for sending that. Well, it is clear to me that his sense of rhythm is
Phenomenal.
off the charts.
Yeah.
That was definitely fun. That was definitely playful. That was definitely fulfilling of my request. But I never can get enough, so I'll make one more request.
What do you want now?
I don't know if this is a fair request, but okay, so I never expected that he would send jazz. When I said playful, I had no idea he would go down this road. But that little bit of grit we just heard at the end
Yeah.
makes me want to request rock.
Ooh.
Like, just out of curiosity.
Ooh.
So I'm not saying like rip it up or anything, but we've now heard two very distinctly different things. So I don't know, as a musician, I like being challenged. Well, I like love hate it to be pushed out of my box. I don't even know what your box is, Figo. I don't even know what it is. But I'd love to hear something that is more gritty, that is more rocky. Not just gritty, like truly rock. Just based on hearing how his voice like kind of nicely came through that last high section. Great work, obviously, great work. And as I said, Figo, your sense of rhythm is, watching you, I can feel it in my own bones, my own blood. So bravo, thanks for sending. And if I could coax you to send another one, that's my challenge. Rock, little grit.
Makes me wonder what the original sounds like. It's not even a popular song. It's like 3,000 views.
What?
On YouTube. Let me look it up.
Well, the interesting thing, like, I'm wondering if he had that track made. Like, I don't know.
No, I think it's the karaoke.
Oh, really?
It's a karaoke track.
Is it called Dangerous?
No, it's called a Level B Shark.
How did you even find it? Wait, is that him?
No, it's not his song.
Right.
This is the original. You know what? I don't think he's as good. Sorry, but
No comment.
he's not as good. Okay, let's listen to the last part. Let's see if there's the D5 or GF. Was it F5? F5. Oh, there is.
But his is thicker.
His belt is thicker.
His thicker, yeah. Yeah.
I just had to try it.
Good.
Nice work.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's high, yeah. That was a really fun show.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
Can't
Thank
wait
you all.
for next episode.
Thank you all.
In times like these, words seem silly, I know. But here I go. Your heart is breaking on the other end of the phone. I never heard you so hard to imagine you paid such a cost. Sometimes a person is an angel who's lost. Angel who's lost. Tomorrow in the morning when you open your eyes, you'll hope that today was just a bad dream. In seconds I know you will realize, friend, I wish I could wipe your memory clean. There is no reason, it's nobody's fault. Sometimes a person is an angel who's lost. An angel who's lost. Who's I promise that you have the strength to go on your way. My heart is hurting with every beat today. Heaven has signs up for its lost and found, looking for its angels who are stuck on the ground. For an angel who's lost, who's lost. Let me tell you, heaven has signs up. Heaven has signs up. Angel who